It was just a nightmare because I don't trust that they really looked through that and knew that I had all the correct things. So what if I get a rejection from Washington, D.C.? Hey everyone! So I didn't actually talk to you guys all day today. This might be the first time you're seeing my face, actually. I really didn't know how today was gonna go vlogging wise. I just decided to try to get what footage I could, and it ended up being a little bit rough. So I'll just give you a quick recap. So basically, for my study abroad program, I'm going to France next semester. I had to get a visa, which already was a pain in the butt because I had to fill out 3 separate applications online, go through all these steps, all this weird stuff, and I'm following the steps that my program's giving to me. And I got this appointment over break. It was like great. I don't have to like go out of my way to come home because there's only a consulate in San Francisco and LA, and my mom wanted to come with me to, make sure everything like ran smoothly. She wasn't just gonna send me into LA to try to get it done down there. So we printed out all the documentation, like so many documents. There's not even a cohesive list of documents that you need because there's one that my study abroad program gave me, another one on a visa website, and then they gave us another one today, which was actually even more vague. The whole process is extremely convoluted. But today, we're gonna have like a fun day in San Francisco, so we like drove to Orinda, parked, and took BART into the city, and we like walked around. I got a matcha latte at that little coffee shop. My mom showed me like her old office buildings because she used to live and work in San Francisco, and it was like a fun time. Our appointment was at noon at the office. It was like 315 Montgomery Street is where it was, in this office building. And we were like, okay, so you can be 15 minutes early. So we get there at like 11:45. We're like totally ready. We've got all our papers. And we're like, okay, like let's do this. Let's get this over with. And we were both expecting to go in there and like have this be like a very streamlined, organized process. Cause this is like official government stuff. So we were expecting to be admitted right at noon. Like they'd have someone sitting there and be like, okay, so we need this paper. Here you go. This paper. Here you go. Cause we had it all like put together in a file folder. and then have them like all like look through the papers, and I was terrified. We were both terrified that something was gonna be wrong, like something was gonna be missing, we were gonna have to reschedule the appointment, like whatever. I was so afraid that they'd tell me like this isn't gonna work or something like that. But what ended up happening is actually much worse, in my opinion. So we get there at 11:45, we go up, and this security guard who looks to be, you know, my age, she's like a girl. Oh, she has this clipboard with names. She's like, so you might just like want to go out and like come back closer to the time of your appointment, because we have kind of a wait. And my mom looks at her and she's like, it's 11:45, so I mean our appointment's at noon. She's like, yeah, I know, but like we were kind of backed up, and we're like, but we have an appointment. And she's like, yeah, I know, but we're behind, so you might just want to like go out and like come back closer to the time of your appointment. My mom's like, we have 15 minutes until our appointment at noon. It was this ridiculous thing, and the waiting room was super crowded, so they ended up kicking out all the parents who like didn't actually have an appointment. So I ended up sitting there for 2.5 hours. My appointment was at noon. I did not get seen until 2:30. It's this cramped little waiting room with a whole bunch of other people that are just as frustrated, because we got there and there were people who had 10:30 appointments and had not been seen yet. And we're like, yeah, this is not good. And finally at 2:30, when I get called in, and like I'm trying to read my book for class and I'm not even really getting much done because I'm terrified. I'm super nervous about this. So this was just a very crappy 2.5 hours of sitting there. And they call me in and they bring me to this room. There's like 2 tables in the room and there's someone else having their appointment next to me. It's this lady and she's like, okay, so are you long stay visa? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, let me find the long stay visa form. Like going through like piles, going through like different places in the office. I'm like, what are you looking for? Like I have the checklist right here, that vague checklist that they gave me. So she finally gets the checklist that she needed after much searching, which I'm like, you've gone through like tons of other people before me, like what the heck? She's like, so like why, she asked me like when I'd be entering the country and what my purpose was, and I was like, study. And she couldn't find then the study form, going through all these things. I'm kind of like, wait, you don't have this ready? Like it's not something that you just do, because a lot of other people in there were studying abroad too. It's just really weird, and she did not know what she was doing at all. And I was just giving her my paperwork, and I had printed out 3 things for the Campus France part of it because I wasn't sure what they needed. She was like, so we need your email confirmation and the official confirmation. And I was like, so I have the email confirmation, and then I have the home screen when I logged in and it said I was accepted, and I have the acceptance letter. And she's like, yeah, we need both. And I'm like, yeah, but like which ones? So I just gave all of them to her. And after she like went through all the stuff she thought she needed, she was like, do you have any other documents to give me? And I'm like, well, I have the payment proof from Campus France, and I have my flight confirmation. Do you need that? And she was like, yeah, I'll take that. And like, okay. And so it's just, I could go into more details, but it was basically the employees there are inept and don't know what they're doing. And I had to hand off my passport to these people and all of these documents in the hopes that they will send them to Washington, D.C. and a visa will show up at my door. And they gave me tracking numbers and stuff, but like, it's called VFS Global, and you have no choice. Like, you have to go through them. Like, it wasn't like I was choosing between them and another provider, like the consulate outsourced to them. It was just a nightmare because I don't trust that they really looked through that and knew that I had all the correct things. So what if I get a rejection from Washington, D.C.? Like, I literally, that was just a terrible experience. And they were like, the security guard girl, like so many people were coming into the waiting room getting the same spiel over and over again, that the wait was super long and that they were behind. And she's like, it's like this every day, we're always super busy. And I'm just wondering that if it's like this every day, why on earth are you still letting so many appointments in? Like, decrease your amount of appointments if every single day people have to wait 2.5 hours past their appointment time to get seen. Like, how inconvenient is that for people? People had lunch reservations, people took time off of work. If you have an appointment late enough in the day, I don't even know what happens because they're so backed up from before that they're probably not even going to get seen. Like, an appointment means you're seen at that time, but today, I guess it didn't. yeah, I'm done ranting about that, but that was just kind of a little unsettling. I thought that I'd feel like all this relief after that was over, but I don't. It's like after you take a test and you just want to know how you did, but you don't. You don't get your grade for 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, my mom and I walked around and we looked at all the Christmas decorations, and we got another coat because we're gonna return one. If you didn't watch my other vlog, I got a coat from TJ Maxx for France, and then we just got another one from Macy's, thinking that it might be better. And this is what it looks like. And I also got this sweater from Marshall's. So it's like a turtleneck and it's like a scoop. When you put it down, it's like a scoop neck kind of a deal, and then it has these little ties on the side. So yeah, those were our purchases of the day. Oh, and I don't think I vlogged it, but we went to the mall and looked around and got dinner at the food court, and I got these really good spring rolls from this all vegan place. Yeah, we made the most of our day. I love being in San Francisco at Christmas time. That part was fun. We also went into Williams-Sonoma. I vlogged that too, and we got a bunch of samples. But yeah, VFS Global is not organized, efficient, or professional. Just to let y'all know. And if there's any issues with my visa, I will be writing them a serious complaint letter. So yeah, that is going to be it for this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!